And it goes a little something like.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is going to be a super exciting video to share with you. As you could probably tell from the title, Bootsie had a very busy day, very big day for her, and some really exciting news which I will share at the end, so don't miss that. So I'm going to start the video off by saying that I sent off Bootsie's application to be part of the Belgian Warm Blood Society, and it got accepted. So I then had to, obviously, got lots to fill in. I had to send off hairs and things like that. So that was all included in her big day, which I'll again explain in a minute. Her show name was officially sorted, and they had to slightly alter it, and it is A Gunner's Dream, like A Gunner's Dream. Super happy about that. That's who I wanted to register her with. It cost not a lot, but a fair amount to register her with them, but I'm very excited. So the vet came out on Monday. So Bootsie needed her microchip done, her first jabs, and she needed her passport identification done, which it was very quick and easy for her because she literally just has one white mark on her forehead and that's it. She has no other markings at the moment. So that all needed to be done. So the first thing that was done, King had a little check over. Then it was sedation time. So I wanted her to be sedated to have a microchip. I know they can just go in and do it, but I wanted it to be slightly less painful, I think, for my own conscience. So he sedated her first, and then she had her microchip put in. So I will insert a clip right now of her having her microchip put in. As you will probably be able to see, she did jump a little bit, but not as bad as I think she would have reacted without the sedation. And it went in first time, perfect, all sorted. So that's like the major thing that was kind of stressing me out a little bit is done. She's officially microchipped. And then she had to have her jab, which went perfectly. So she had jab, microchip, and she was all sorted. And she had a little check of her leg. And then that exciting news will be at the end. I'm not going to share that just yet. But anyway, all good things. So she is officially A Gunner's Dream. So I actually do have all the paperwork to send off still, and I had to take 30 hairs from Harley and 30 hairs from Boots with the root. So I let the vet do Bootsie's, and Harley actually had to be sedated for her teeth. Anyway, so that was all done. She is only sedated for her teeth because the mouth crank thing that they put on where she has her fractured pole, well, old fractured pole, it puts a lot of pressure on the top of her head because it's quite heavy, and she hates it so much. So it's just nicer for her to be asleep for that, bless her. Otherwise I wouldn't, but she was a very good girl, half asleep obviously. There's a little funny story to tell you about that actually. Boots, Harley was having her teeth done. The door was open and Mum was standing in the doorway. Boots saw Harley having her teeth done, was so worried about Harley, she tried to launch in the stable to save her. Now you'd think little foal run away, scared, terrified, or she was trying to save her. I couldn't believe it. My mum literally had to rugby tackle her out of the stable. And then she just stood there calling at her. I'll put in those clips right now and let you watch those. So that was all very interesting, very busy day. For me, it's been really, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to share this, it's been really difficult to, at the very, very beginning, for a couple months, I was really finding it hard I loved her, I found it really hard to let myself really completely love her in case her leg didn't come right, and it was tricky. So for her to now be like microchipped, officially have a name, everything is quite, I don't know, quite emotional for me, and I think for everyone that's been part of her journey so far, that will also be the same. But I was so excited to share this day with you. So the really, really exciting news, first 5 months of her life, she has only been able to go out in the morning when I muck them out and in the evening when I muck them out, because she's been not allowed to do too much on that leg in case it, while it was still quite wobbly, in case it twisted it and wrecked her hock and her stifle, her hip. So they were really worried about all the joints in that leg really having a lot of strain, twisting. So we have had to wait until it's nearly pretty much straight. It still twists a little bit, but very only when it's like slippery outside, or if she's not concentrating. So it's really getting there. To start with, I'm actually doing it half a day because it's quite a big transition from staying in all day to going out all day. It's quite a lot of strain on that leg, if that makes sense. Because you think, like, if an athlete takes a month off, you have to ease back into it. So she's going out, she's coming in at lunchtime, and also because it's just miserable weather at the moment, coming in at lunchtime, and then so the whole morning's out at the moment, which is so good, not just for her and for Harley. I mean, they're both loving it. Harley's coming covered in mud. She's finally allowed to be a horse again, both of them. I love it as well. Cheaper, not so much bedding or hay, which hasn't been cheap, on top of vet bills and things like that. And if you guessed last week's video that what was different, well done. If you didn't, guess my braces. I'm so happy. My braces are off. So much positive at the moment. Boots is going out, braces off, just life's rolling. And then this is what we're rolling with at the moment. Bootsie's like slogan, shall we say, her name is my Olympic pony with the wonky leg, and this will be her story. This is a milestone in her story. So yeah, super excited to share this with you. If you have any questions, comment them down below. This part of the journey. Next week's video, I think it's going to be another college video, if that's not something you're wanting to see, or you want just the horses, come back to a video after, but I'm not sure yet. There might be another horsey video in between. I think actually next week's video will be a horsey video, because I have got to make quite a big decision with Harley, and I think talking it through in a video is going to be something quite exciting to do. I hope you enjoyed. This was just a lot of talking, but I'm so happy. I don't know how many times I can say that. I am just incredibly happy. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.